Okay, I just finished recording that vlog. Now, let's see. So I might actually have to start on 1.1. Well, nah, you know what? Let's skip that. Well, actually, no, I just changed my mind for the 5th time in a row. Is there a presentation for 1.1? I don't think so. It was just our lectures, right? So, okay. 1.2 presentation. We will watch the interactive presentation for 1.2. I see it right there. This better be a useful thing. Well, I mean, whatever. This better actually help study stuff. But I remember trying this last semester and I didn't think it was all that helpful. But let's see.
Welcome to an interactive presentation related to leadership behavioral competencies.
That's hilarious. Wow.
All effective HR professionals must display strong leadership skills with a strategic mindset, regardless of their career or experience level or job functions. There are two behavioral competencies in the leadership cluster: leadership and navigation, and ethical practice. These competencies describe the behaviors, attributes, and underlying knowledge necessary for HR professionals to develop, implement, and evaluate strategic directives for HR teams in principled ways. The key components of leadership behavioral competencies are setting and implementing a vision and direction for the HR function, managing or leading organizational initiatives, influencing and supporting other organizational members and leaders, driving an ethical organizational environment, and behaving in an ethical manner that promotes high standards of integrity and the organization's values.
Wow, that's funny. I didn't actually get any of this. Okay. Wow, this one is not an audio clip. This is just reading. Fun. Oh my gosh. Do I really have to read? Like, look at this. What a great definition of leadership and navigation. Oh my gosh. Like, he's probably gonna have a test question like, what? Or he's gonna have a test question like, what is the definition of leadership and navigation? Or he's gonna have a test question like, here is this definition. What is the term that applies to this definition? So maybe I have to read it. Darn. Well, the words navigate and lead are in the definition, so that's all I really have to look for. Oh man. What great stuff here. Well, it's pretty simple what ethical practice is. Oh man.
People tend to use the terms manager and leader interchangeably. However, the usage is not correct. Management and leadership are related but different concepts. Leadership is one of the five management functions: planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. So the leading part is the leadership part. And leadership is critical to management success. To learn the subtle difference between leader and a manager, click on the arrow to watch the lecture.
I would assume the first one is managing.
The first objective within the leadership behavioral competency is discussing whether leaders and managers are same or not. The role of leaders and managers are same or not. Okay. And before we do that, my first question for you is why do organizations exist? There is one simple reason why organizations exist is either to sell a product or deliver a service. Okay. For example, railways exist because they want to transport their customers from one place to the other, and they're there to actually deliver their service. We have airways delivering their service by transporting customers from one place to the other. We have Nike that engages in design, development, marketing, and sale of athletic footwear, apparel, accessories, equipment, and services.
Okay, so I don't find the interactive presentations to be very helpful, so I'm just going to read the do the readings. So we'll now do the 1.2 readings. Let me double check to make sure I did this already. Still hasn't graded this. Hasn't graded this. It's actually been exactly 1 week, so this has been over a week and he still hasn't graded it. So we just have this. Let's see if we probably already downloaded it. I don't know. Let's just download it again. Because what if he changed it from last time? It's apparently already downloaded it twice. Oh my gosh. What a pleasant surprise. Instead of being a 40-page document, it's a 24-page document. Wow, that's great. So, good news. Instead of 40 pages, it's 24 pages, so we should be able to do this easily. Maybe I could finish this. Let's go for a goal of having on the timer 2 hours, so that gives me an hour and 13 minutes. I could read this whole thing in an hour and 13 minutes, right? I just have to make sure to study it, preparing for our test, and maybe preparing for. Well, actually, we already prepared for. We already had our assignment relating to this, so we don't really need to. We just need to prepare for our test. So I need to extract whatever test related stuff is in this section. So can I do that? Fun time for torture book. Okay. Ooh. That's also the worst. Actually, no. People who believe in worker co-ops, they don't believe that there should be no management. They just believe that we should be able to vote your managers into office instead of having them just be appointed, like usual. Managers are responsible for planning activities, organizing and resourcing all resources, including employees, directing the work in a way that ensures effective use of resources, coordinating to achieve efficiency, and controlling resources and activities through monitoring, measuring, and correcting as needed. Wow. Here are the roles that leaders perform in groups. They model deeply held values in all their actions. They challenge the status quo and harness the talent in the organization to solve problems, accept change, and move in a new direction. They inspire and influence a group toward achieving a commonly held goal. They maintain employees' motivation and focus in hard times. They foster growth and develop new leaders. The definition of leadership. Leadership is the process of influencing employees to work toward the achievement of objectives. Nice. Oh my god, I think this is also a typo. 2 typos in a row. Oh. Well. Leadership theories, oh man. Oh boy. Do we have to memorize the names of the theories and memorize what they are? Probably. Do we have to memorize who was associated with each theory? Probably. I'm not memorizing anything, obviously. It's open book, so I don't need to. Nice typo. Do we have to memorize what the heck the Gaselli study is? Like, seriously, this is like the most obscure thing of all time. So, Gaselli's study identified the following 6 traits in order of importance. Nice typo. So, supervisory ability, need for occupational achievement, intelligence, decisiveness, self-assurance, nice typo, and initiative. Ooh. Nice typo. Okay. So the first thing we read was leadership trait theory. This second thing is behavior leadership theories. By the way, I am 1/8 of the way done with this reading. Oh, good job. Behavioral leadership theories assume that there are distinctive styles that effective leaders use consistently. That good leadership is rooted in behavior. So, there underneath behavior leadership theory is 2-dimensional leadership styles. And underneath 2-dimensional leadership styles, we have structuring and consideration styles. So the 2 dimensions in this one is initiating structure and consideration. Oh, man. So, initiating structure is the extent to which the leader takes charge to plan, organize, direct, and control as the employee performs the task. And consideration is the extent to which the leader communicates to develop trust, friendship, support, and respect. So, another study did the same too, but they called them job-centered and employee-centered. And then job-centered is, whatever. Okay. Leadership styles. So now when you combine the structure and the consideration, or the job-centered and the employee-centered, you have... Oh my god, this sucks. What are you doing? You said employee-centered is the same as consideration. Why? Whatever. This is bullcrap. Oh, what is this? Okay. Then we have another 2-dimensional one, right? No. Yes, it is 2-dimensional. So, Blake and Mountain. Moten? I don't know. I'm going to say Moon. It could be Mountain. I don't know. Now, Blake and Mountain developed the managerial grid. And then they replaced Moten with McCann's. So, there are 2 dimensions, concern for production and concern for people. It's the same exact thing as the other one, dude. So we have concern for production and concern for people, and they think the best one is 9-9, which is both high concern for production and high concern for people. So, and they have names for every point on here. Of course, now we have to memorize the names. Well, for low for both of them is impoverished manager. High concern for production and low concern for people is the sweatshop manager. The low concern for production and high concern for people is the country club manager. And then they call the middle one is the organized person manager, and then the team manager is the one that's high on both of them. Ooh. Okay, now we have a bunch of different things. So here we go. Transformational leadership. A contemporary view of leadership is a behavior theory because it focuses on behavior of typo. Transformational leadership about change, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Charismatic leadership transactional leadership. It is based on the strategy of you do this work for me and I'll give this reward to you. Servants and stewardship. Stewardship theory states that leaders should be servants of the employees and organization. Authentic leadership is about being yourself. Then we have another one called leader-member exchange. Contingency leadership theory. That's hilariously hilarious. We are currently not quite 1/3 Almost 1/3 of the way. 1/4, dang it! Ha! Ha! What the actual crap is position power? I don't even know. Oh, I think I know. Never mind. Now I am 1/4 of the way done. Whoa! With this one specific reading. Ha 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 ha! The Leadership Continuum, Robert Tannenbaum, and Warren Schmidt. State that leadership behavior is on a continuum from boss-centered to employee-centered leadership. Apparently, on the leadership continuum, there's a scale from participative style to autocratic style. Autocratic is state the decision that is not open to discussion, then make the decision and convince employees it's a good idea, then present the decision and ask if there are any questions. Present the decision that is subject to change based on input. State the situation, ask for recommended decision, then make the decision. Let the employees make decision within set limits. Let the employees make decisions. What? Okay. There are 3 factors before selecting one of the 7. First of all, the manager. What is the leader's preferred style? Subordinate preferred style. Situation. Okay. Normative leadership theory. Vroom, and Yetton. So apparently we have the 5 leadership styles again. Decide, consult individually, consult group, facilitate, and delegate. Funny. Now, we have completed 1/3 of this reading. Good! Wow! Now we have situational leadership developed by Hersey and Blanchard is a model for selecting 4 leadership styles at the one that matches the employee's maturity level in a given situation. What the crap? Why are there 3? Oh, 4. There's 4. There's telling, selling, participating, and delegating. Okay. Anyways. If the follower has a low maturity, then use a telling style. If it's moderate to low, use the selling style. If it's moderate to high, use a participating style. And if it is high, the leader uses a delegating style. Okay. Ooh. Huh? They use different words. They use the words autocratic, consultative, participative, and laissez-faire. Alright. Aren't these the same as this one? Situational supervision. I mean, this one and this one seem very similar, if not the same. These two seem the same. What the heck? And wait, it says the interactions fall into 2 categories: directive and supportive. Ooh. So, directive is focus on directing and controlling behavior to ensure that the task gets done. So basically, the high directive, low supportive, high directive, high supportive, low directive, high supportive, blah 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 blah. So consulting is high in both. Participative is low directive and high supportive. Laissez-faire is low on both. Autocratic high on directive, low on supportive. Okay, so probably the most confusing one is the difference between consultative and participative. Just remember the consultative one is high on both of them. So blah 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 blah. Okay, good. Global leadership manga. Ooh. So they found that some universal characteristics of leadership are trustworthy, just, honest, foresight, plans ahead, encouraging, positive, dynamic, motive, arousing, decisive, excellence, oriented, dependent, intelligent, effective bargainer, win-win problem solver, administratively skilled, confidence builder, motivational, communicative, informed, coordinator, and team builder. Okay. And then the bad stuff is loner, asocial, indirect, non-explicit, non-cooperative, irritable, egocentric, ruthless, and dictatorial. Okay. So, leadership approaches. Why is it cold in here? We have solo leader and team leader. What? A solo leader gets involved and interferes in everything, expects team members to conform to his or her standards of behavior and style, collects admirers and yes men, directs team members' activities, and sets objectives. A team leader delegates team roles to others, recognizes the value of diversity in the team, encourages constructive disagreement, and is not threatened by team members' special abilities, develops team members' growth, and creates vision on which others act. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. They accidentally copied and pasted something twice. Ha ha. Effective leadership practices. Influencing. John French and Bertram Raven identified 5 ways in which leaders can create power. Legitimate power, reward power, expert power, referent power, and coercive power. Oh my goodness gracious. What? Huh. Apparently, we can cite some common tactics used to influence others. Reasoning. Appeal to mutually held visions or values. Oh. People. Building trust. Robert Hurley. So, okay. Values, aligned interests, benevolence, capability or competence, predictability, and integrity, communication. Emotional intelligence is the quality of being sensitive to and understanding of one's own and others' emotions, and the ability to manage one's own emotions and impulses. Apparently, there are 4 branches of emotional intelligence: perceiving emotion, using emotion to facilitate thought, understanding emotion, regulating emotion. The, uh, you know, you know what? Well, we did give us specific sections to study for our test, I guess. So, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, social skills, motivation. I love being forced to work. I am currently being forced to take these classes that I don't like. Whoops. Motivation can be defined as factors that initiate, direct, and sustain human behavior over time. Apparently, there are 3, by the way. Oh, I guess now I'm way over. I'm way over 3/4. No, 2/3. I'm almost 3/4, but I'm basically 2/3 done. Wow! With this, there are 3 underlying principles of human behavior. Wow! People have a reason for doing whatever they do. All behavior is directed towards achieving a goal. Each person is unique because of different heredity and environment. What motivates one person will not necessarily motivate another. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We have the 5 needs, the basic physical needs: safety and security, belonging, esteem, the need for respect and esteem in the eyes of oneself and others. The need to fulfill. Herzberg's motivation hygiene theory. Apparently, there are two different categories of needs. Hygiene factors and motivation factors. The three needs theory. Achievement, affiliation, power. Vroom. Ooh. Expectancy theory. Oh. I totally thought that every single point was 40 pages. They got uploaded. Oh. I kind of skimmed through the last few pages. Who cares? Okay. So. The next one is gonna be 1.3. So. I'm so glad I get to take a break. It took about as long as I was expecting to do. Okay, please. Please. It's gonna be 40 pages. I know it's gonna be 40 pages. 40 pages. It's gonna be 40 pages. 31. It's not 40, it's 31. Hey. 31. Not 40. Ha. Ha. I'm gonna double check to see if that's all we have, like 1.3 and 1.4, and that's it. I think that is it. It's just over sections 1.1 through 1.4. That's it. That's it. That's it. Alrighty. 50 stinking questions. Ooh. But anyways, yep, that's it. That's it. Now, I remember the last time, the second test is actually much easier than the first test and the second test. So, like, we're going to have 2.1, 2.2. That's it? Oh my gosh, nice. So, interestingly, all the rest of them either have 2 or 3 sections. So, this first one is actually has the most stuff to read. Huh. What is all this crap? What is all this crap here? I'm so stinking glad we don't have a paper to write, but we do have discussion posts and we do have projects. Do have like a presentation probably coming up, right? The next week we have an individual, team, and team. What? Why do we have 2 team activities? I don't want to look at that stuff. So we will now make these videos. Okay, first one. We'll do the vlogs first. So, 1, 2, 3. Fun. So to read that one section took about 1 hour and 19 minutes. I'm curious. I think I literally cannot tell. I'm trying to see. It kind of does look like I showered that day. Why would I make a freaking video that's like the face of the... That's the main video of the channel that... It's just that that one little piece of hair always sticks out because of my stupid hair. I hate my stupid hair. But that wasn't because of not showering. That's just naturally like that. It sucks. So now I'm going to take a 30-minute... Wish I could do an hour break. It's gonna be 30 minutes. Oh, maybe the next break will be an hour, but this one's only gonna be 30 minutes. Oh, funny.